Hello, everyone. Welcome back to How to Become a Pet Whisperer. One of the aspects of being communicating with animal is about their mission in our life. Yes, it's important that you see that every animal on earth has a purpose. Yes, a reason for being here. And what if I tell you that this reason could be to show you, to teach you, to accompany you on your journey here? Yes, even if you have different animals in your house, they might each have a different mission. And it's very interesting to learn about that because you can relate with them in another level when you understand who they are. What is their soul family? What is the color of their soul? And that's what I want to talk to you about today because it can make a huge difference for you, for them, and for the relationship. So there are four dimensions. Well, you would say only three because we're in 3D, right? But actually, there are four, and the animals are more connected to one special dimension in their life and in yours. So, since you already know about the three first dimension, which would be the body and the soul and the spirit, let me talk to you about those before we go to the fourth dimension, which would be the spiritual part. So the first one, the body, is actually our relationship with the material world. So if you have an animal that is in the family of those beings that are here to help us be more grounded, to respect ourselves, to put boundaries around ourselves, well, there are the very specific physical animal. You can see that in their energy, the way they walk, the way they jump. I have this cat that used to be, well, I say used to be because she's dead now, but she would go down the stairs and she would make more noise than a huge dog because she just needed to assess that she was there, for us to acknowledge that she was there, but also she was there to protect us. She was there to help us see that we needed to be more confident in ourselves. And she was there to help us to be in tune with the relationship with the material world. So imagine that you have an animal that is taking a lot of time, or sometimes can be even a little bit aggressive with people around you. What if they were there because their mission is to protect the material world, well, their physical being in your life every day? If you have a problem, to put your feet down, put yourself first, to be able to walk in the street without being afraid, then those animals are very specific to be like guardian for yourself. They are like guardian angel, actually. So if you have an animal that is like that, and you acknowledge that, and you're thankful for them to be there and to help you feel safe in your life, it will change your relationship with them. The other animals that are more connected to the soul, to the emotion, to the feelings that you might have are the very, very loving ones. The animal that is always coming towards you to be pet and that is full of love, that likes to hug and cuddle and be close to you and will cry when you're away because, they miss you. They are connected to your heart, and they're actually the animal that are connected to the emotional world, to the emotional dimension. So they're here to help us be more in touch with our heart, to love ourselves more, to learn how to play, how to have fun, how to take life maybe a little bit less seriously. So if you have a very sensitive animal in your life and you feel that they're always overwhelmed or full of emotion all the time. It's because they're here to teach you how to acknowledge what's happening inside your own heart and to allow the feelings that you have to be expressed so that you don't just keep them inside. And also, if you are always putting too much weight on your shoulder, they want you to feel free to have a little bit of time for yourself by trying to make you play more and to take more care of yourself. So the more needs they have, the more they're talking to you about your own needs and how to manage yours. And it's interesting because if you feel that they're taking too much energy from you and you tell them, okay, it's my time now, let me take care of myself. Let me have time to accompany that is happening in my life. They will understand. They will come at your feet and they will even help you to release those emotions just by being there, by their energy, by their love and tenderness towards you. So this is the second dimension and the second family of animals that are surrounding us. The third one is more about our mental state. I see those animals as very intuitive. They know a lot. It's like they're scanning you, you just look at them and you can see in their eyes that they already know what you're going to say. And they're already there for you to help you to find things or to help in any way possible. Those animals are very intelligent. You can show them anything. You can teach them to be amazing animals, in particular, the animals that are service animals. It could be either a dog or a cat, but it can also be a parrot or a monkey. When you acknowledge their intelligence, they will show you everything that they know, everything that they can do for you. And even better, if you can learn to talk with them, they can even send you some answer and wisdom so that you can see your life differently. This kind of animals, you can see them in every movies that are shown on TV and in the cinemas, because they are the ones that are very, very easy to train. They know so much and they want to share that with you. They want to express the best that they are so that they can make sense in your life and what is important for you to not only believe in, but also to make the right choice for yourself. And those animals, you can ask them anything. They will send you advice. They will bring you comprehension that you cannot even touch by yourself. And often they manifest even when they're gone through dreams or feeling of sensing them wherever they are. So this is a family of animals, either what are the race or the brand or the different purpose in their life, but what they are there for you to understand is that you can relate on them, you can relay on them, you can make a difference with them, and your life can be a lot easier by having them and letting them find their own way into your heart. The last family is maybe a little bit different because, as I said, it's more about the energy and the spirituality. Those animals are very often like spaced out. I have this cat that is always looking at something in the corner of the room, even though there's nothing there, apparently, but they are gazing into other worlds. Yes, they are. They're actually in touch with spirits and ghosts, and they are there in our lives to make us understand that the reality is not what we see. It could be a lot more if we acknowledge that. So the spirit animal are more sometimes they are kind of distant. They're not always very cuddly and very friendly, but they're always very close. They will sit by you, not on you. They won't maybe want to cuddle as much, but you can see that when they're there, you're more calm. They bring peace. They bring interiority, if we can say that. They also are there to heal ourselves when we are grieving or when we are sick. I used to have one of those cats, that would get into one of my children bedroom and sit on their bed, and every time he would do that, I would be like, oh, this one is going to be sick. I can feel that, even though there weren't any symptoms. It was like this cat knew, and he would go there and prepare or try to change the energy or accompany the sickness. And it would be like every single time. Those animals, you can also see them in hospitals or in places where people are dying, and they will go into the room of the person that is ready to go, because they're like half here and half in another space. And they're making the path for the souls to be able to go where they need, or for the people to receive the energy that they need. If you have that kind of animal, it's even easier to get in touch with them and connect with them and receive the answers that they have to give, because it's very easy for them to talk and to have conversation with people. So those kind of animals, I'm just talking about those four because I know that there are some subtility. Is that the word we say? I'm French, so it's hard sometimes for me to find the right word in English. But those animals that are there in your life, they're either here for one of those four, and they can bring more of themselves if you allow them to be themselves. And when you have different kind of animal in your house, they might be all different, or they might also be all the same. But what I know is, if you let them show you the color of their soul, the soul family they belong to, your life will change. Well, you also have a soul, and you also are connected to a soul family, but that's another story for another day. Today, I'm just saying that if you want to know more about the soul family, about your animal, you're welcome to any of my classes, or you can read about that online. There will be a lot more to say about those animals and the difference they can make in your life if you just allow them. So I hope you can find what soul family is your favorite pets, and that you can connect with them in another level that will change your life and theirs for the best. Thank you again. See you soon.